There are 7 Hell's Kitchen contestants who perfectly represent the 7 heavenly virtues. However, if we flip the script, we'll find another 7 contestants who represent the 7 deadly sins, starting with Wrath, who was perfectly represented by Joseph Tonelli. If one Hell's Kitchen contestant felt like Wrath in human form, it was him.
Show some respect.
Shut your fucking mouth. What did you do right now?
Come on, man.
I'm talking here. I don't give a fuck about you.
Before the season even had time to settle into a rhythm, Joseph already felt like a man carrying a fuse that was way too short for Hell's Kitchen.
Ready, man. We're gonna get this done. I'm gonna do anything we have to do to make sure we work as a team. I'm fucking ready!
He did not come in with the energy of a chef trying to adapt. He came in with the energy of somebody already halfway offended by the room.
If you're sitting there all night long with a meat thermometer on your arm, why are you not checking the chickens? What the fuck is it doing in your arm? It don't look good on you.
And that matters, because Hell's Kitchen is designed to provoke people. It raises the pressure, humiliates you in public, and waits to see what comes out when you can't hide anymore. One of the first major signs comes when Joseph is challenged on his food and immediately answers with aggression instead of humility.
You got a fork? I ain't no animal. There's a fork available. I like to fucking use it.
You can buy that. You're a big boy.
I'm not an animal. Do I look like a caveman? Do I eat with my fucking hands?
Don't get defensive. Are you mad?
Me and him, we're gonna go head to head. Without a fucking doubt. That's bullshit. No, I nailed that fucking dish. He knew it. I knew it. No fucking way.
Relax. What a shame.
That same energy carries into how he interacts with Ramsey and the team. Joseph does not sound like somebody trying to win a competition. He sounds like somebody trying not to be disrespected for even a second. And once service pressure starts building, that hostility becomes harder to contain.
Never had a dinner service like that. It was a complete and utter nightmare.
He snaps, resists direction, and makes every correction feel personal. But the reason Joseph is the clearest Wrath pick in the whole show is because his story does not just end in anger.
Just, what do you want, a fucking medal?
What do you want me to fucking say? What do you want me to say? They know who they fucking are. We chose as a group, and they stood out and they said they belong there. Stand up and they know who they are.
Listen, you chippy idiot. Asked for one nominee and why. Plain English. And you're mouthing off and you couldn't answer me. Now, can you just tell me, in fucking plain English, the first nominee and why he's nominated? Is that fucking clear?
That's clear.
Thank you.
It detonates in it. When he is asked for nominees, Joseph refuses to play along, answers Ramsey with open contempt, and turns a standard elimination procedure into one of the most infamous confrontations in Hell's Kitchen history.
I ask the fucking questions, you give the fucking answers.
Fuck that shit, dog. I ain't here for that. You want a fucking jacket? You want to talk some shit? Let's go step outside, motherfucker. I ain't here for that, dog.
What makes Joseph such a perfect embodiment of Wrath is that his anger does not just color the season, it consumes his ability to stay in it. And if Joseph was Hell's Kitchen at its most explosive, Petroza was the exact opposite of that. Louis Petroza embodied humility more naturally than almost anyone else. Before Petroza became one of the most beloved contestants in the show's history, he already felt different from the usual Hell's Kitchen personality type. He wasn't built around swagger, chest beating, or trying to dominate every room he entered.
I can't nominate Lou Ross. You did good tonight. How do I nominate him?
Okay, the safe thing to do is to nominate each other. Right.
I mean, I don't know what the fuck to do.
You nominate me, I nominate you. That's it.
Okay, done. I haven't made my decision yet. I wouldn't know. I don't know yet. I don't know.
He felt older, steadier, and much less interested in performing confidence than in actually doing the work. But what made Petroza such a perfect fit for humility is not just that he was modest, it's that he repeatedly put responsibility on himself before he put blame on anyone else.
I'm gonna nominate myself, chef. I can't pick any of these guys.
When Laura struggled with the steaks, Petroza stepped in to help recover the station rather than standing back and letting him drown.
Shot that we got.
Had to show the face of the beef, so I had to slice a sliver off it. I want to get the fucking food out.
It's fucked up already, Petroza. I'm
the beef.
Much better.
Then later, he also helped Bobby get desserts out, which matters because it shows the pattern early. Petroza's instinct was almost always to serve the team first. But that humility becomes undeniable when the team has to decide who should be nominated.
Think about nominating Lou Ross.
You're lying.
It was Bobby's idea.
I can't nominate Lou Ross.
Petroza, serious, okay? Stop and think.
I can't nominate Lou Ross. You did good tonight. How do I nominate him?
Petroza refuses to throw Luros under the bus and instead nominates himself, saying the others had busted their asses.
Who are you nominating and why?
This is a tough decision, Chef. I'm gonna nominate myself, Chef. I can't pick any of these guys. They worked too hard, and we came in today and worked our asses off. You know, I tried to get the job done. I wasn't a star in that spot today.
Your level of maturity stands out. You're the most gracious man on that team.
Thank you, Chef.
That leads to one of the clearest virtue-defining moments in Hell's Kitchen history, because Ramsay responds by calling Petroza the most gracious man on the blue team and a gentleman.
Petroza,
Yes, Chef.
you're a gentleman.
Thanks, Chef. It means a lot coming from you.
I already feel like a winner. But I've got a long way to go.
Then later, when the team starts slipping into pointless fighting, Petroza tries to shut it down before service, because he understands that ego and dumb conflict destroy kitchens faster than bad food does. And by the finale, his humility shows up again in a different form: leadership without vanity. When Bobby sends weak strudels, Petroza rejects them rather than pretending everything is fine. And when Ramsay tells him to ask for help in the dining room, Petroza initially resists because he doesn't want to pull people off their stations.
Right now, you're gonna have to talk to somebody, yeah? You can't do it all on your own.
Chef Ramsay kept telling me to ask for help plating. I was hesitant to ask them because I didn't want to take them away from their stations.
You've got a brigade there, use them!
But Chef Ramsay's right, and I understand. Just get the food out and get it out right.
I need some help dressing the six stop, you guys.
Even there, his instinct is to inconvenience himself before anyone else. What makes Petroza such a strong embodiment of humility is that he never seemed interested in protecting his pride. In a format built around ego collapse, he was one of the few chefs whose pride was never the main thing in the room. Petroza absorbed pressure without making himself the center of it, unlike Russell Kook, who did the exact opposite. Russell Kook is the best pride pick because pride in Hell's Kitchen is never just confidence. It is confidence that starts swallowing everything around it.
Coming on risotto right now, Chef. Hot behind, Chef.
Russell is ready with his shrimp risotto.
Russell, excellent.
Thanks, Chef.
Before Russell's collapse, he looked like exactly the kind of contestant who should make the end. He was talented, dangerous, and fully aware of it.
Give him the fucking garnish, please.
He just needs one little thing from Boris.
Shrimp! Urgently, let's go. Come on, bro, we can't wait on garnish.
I'm done being nice. I'm gonna call everybody out from here on out, because at the end of the day, I want to fucking win.
That last part is what matters, because Russell never really seems to believe he might be wrong. He seems to believe the room is eventually going to catch up to what he already knows about himself.
Boris,
yes.
Focus. Fucking
focus.
No, you're not.
Sorry, guys.
Quit saying you're sorry and just do it right.
Yes, Chef.
Boris!
Yes, Chef.
I've got rubber shrimp now. Rubber now. Rubber and cooked to fuck. It's not fair, Russell!
Certainly not fair, Chef.
The early signs of pride show up in how quickly Russell turns leadership into superiority.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, let's go.
I am so fucking motivated right now. I know what's expected of me tonight in my night. Nothing less than a good performance. That's it.
Boris, taste that. Vinny, you taste that. Tell him what it needs. Taste it. Get a spoon and taste it.
Then the season keeps pushing that trait further. He does not just want to win, he wants the rest of the team to recognize him as the obvious center of gravity.
Need towels?
I need towels.
I don't have one.
I'm not happy to have Trevor back on the blue team. We want to get rid of him, so it's going to get a little grimy, it's going to get a little dirty. Let's just let the games begin.
That becomes darker when his competitiveness stops feeling clean. At a certain point, Russell is no longer just trying to beat people. He starts sounding like he wants other people diminished.
Say whatever you want. I don't care about you, Vinny. I don't care about you, Trev. You guys just fucked me over so royally bad.
Just got dirty.
Time into the train tracks, came out alive, and you are so much fucking trouble, bro.
By the finale, pride finally becomes self-destruction. Because when Russell loses, the reaction is not heartbreak, it is ego wound.
I've done an amazing job.
I'm pissed. I'm not happy at all.
Look at me.
I chose the team that I wanted, and I thought they would help me win, and in fact, they helped me lose. So, thanks a lot, guys.
I felt like I was being sabotaged.
You did your best. You will never get a job in any city I work.
He lashes out at the very brigade he needed, blames them for costing him the prize, and leaves behind one of the ugliest runner-up endings the show has ever had. What makes Russell such a strong embodiment of pride is that he had enough talent to win, but his ego kept poisoning the very relationships the finale demanded. And while Russell's downfall came from believing he stood above everyone around him, Sterling Wright stood out for the opposite reason. He made everyone around him feel bigger. Sterling Wright is probably the easiest kindness pick in the entire history of Hell's Kitchen. Before you even get to the services, Sterling's entire presence on the show feels different. He doesn't enter the kitchen like someone trying to intimidate people. He enters like someone trying to lift the room. That matters because Hell's Kitchen usually rewards aggression, urgency, and confrontation. Sterling brought something the format almost never gets enough of: genuine warmth.
Sterling, why do you think you should stay in Hell's Kitchen?
No, I'm strong. I'm built for this.
Why are you stronger than Frank?
Man, my personality shows through it all. Every bone, every breath in my body, I'm here to fight.
One of the clearest examples comes when Bryant struggles on fish and Sterling is told to help him. There's no sulking, no making a show of it, no using somebody else's weakness to make himself look stronger.
He's gonna scream at you. I'm gonna cook this from now on there.
No, I got it, man.
No, I'm saying he's gonna tell you. It's not done. Hands is fucked. See.
Brian, who cooked those scallops? Nice, let's go.
Thank you, Chef.
Good job.
He just steps in and helps. That same energy carries outside of service too. After a rough night, Sterling gives Brian a pep talk and tells him to ask for help if he needs it.
Hey, man, sometimes it's okay to say, man, I need help. Trust me, like I trust in you.
I will. I got it. I just feel it. I felt that. And I feel goosebumps, and I'm like,
you got this, man.
Back in it, man. I'm a fighter.
Man, we're going to this top together, man.
I'm not letting this defeat me. I just have to move forward.
Then, when the team starts dragging during a family-focused service, Sterling gets sent over to push them. In another contestant, that kind of moment can turn into screaming or ego, but Sterling handles it in a way that still feels constructive. And later, when Jennifer's in trouble on flatbreads, Sterling steps over to help again, and it directly helps the team move food.
Flatbread, I'm buried in flatbreads right now. If you have time, can you help her build these?
I got your pizzas, okay?
Flatbread I'm waiting on, yes?
Yes, chef.
Okay, and I start on this.
Need two more.
Two more, I heard.
The final proof comes when Sterling is eliminated. Even after a rough station, Ramsay doesn't frame him as a burden or a failure. He tells him he was a joy around the kitchen, and even lets him keep his jacket.
Done.
Tosh, switch. Yeah,
switch. I ain't gonna give up, though, man.
Are you giving up?
No, I ain't giving up.
Don't you dare give up.
I won't give up.
Don't you fucking dare.
I promise I won't give up. I promise I won't give up. It's my fault. But I'm a fighter, man. Ain't no quitter in me.
What makes Sterling such a perfect match for kindness is that he didn't just act nice. He made other people more functional. His kindness had an actual effect on the kitchen around him. Sterling brought warmth into the kitchen, unlike Elise, who brought resentment and the need to tear somebody else down. Elise is the clearest envy pick because so much of her energy in Hell's Kitchen is comparative. Before you even get into the screaming, what defines Elise is how often her focus drifts away from the food and towards somebody else she cannot stop measuring herself against.
We can't keep crossing over each other, Carrie. You're running around frazzle.
I'm not running around frazzle. I'm trying to get the shit done.
We already been assigned paninis. I'm doing the chicken, Carrie. You can cut. You can cut. We need to be organized.
That matters because envy is not just dislike, it is obsession.
At the same time, we have to look at our weakest link too, because that's going to cause problems at dinner service. Why are you in my space?
I'm not in
Back
your space.
up. In my space.
I'm like
your
mouth is one of the issues.
One of the first major targets is Carrie. Instead of feeling like ordinary team tension, the conflict feels personal, repetitive, and almost gravitational.
I can't believe that.
What's going on there, Elise?
I don't have anything against anybody, but it seems that the common denominator is always Carrie. Guess we're seeing time and time again that everywhere Carrie goes, it's horrendous.
Elise keeps returning to Carrie as the person she most needs to beat, diminish, or discredit. And what makes Elise such a strong fit for this sin is that the pattern returns later with someone else.
Did you guys eat half of this one?
Yes, chef. It's a flatbread.
Challenge is pizza.
It's ugly. I'm sorry, chef.
Somewhat left desired.
Flavors are good, they're well balanced. I like the meat, I like the vegetables.
All the makings of a great pizza there, just badly put together.
Then it escalates again. Elise is not just angry when Michelle succeeds. She often looks actively more alive when Michelle struggles. What makes Elise such a strong embodiment of envy is that her conflicts rarely feel accidental. They feel magnetized. She keeps finding somebody to orbit against. Elise could never stop measuring herself against somebody else, unlike Rochelle Bergman, who cared about other people even when the competition kept rewarding self-protection. Charity is one of the hardest heavenly virtues to translate into Hell's Kitchen. That is why Rochelle fits so well. Before Rochelle's late run made her feel like one of the emotional centers of the season, she already carried an energy that was unusually open-hearted. She did not seem built around self-preservation first. She seemed built around connection.
Hello, my name is Rochelle.
Okay, well, first of all, what is so funny?
I don't know. I think I laugh a little bit when I'm nervous. I am definitely nervous and very excited excited for Chef Ramsay to try my food. It is a sauteed chicken. It's something my mom made growing up, so it's something that stuck with me. So
It's definitely stuck with me, but all in the wrong way.
One of the earliest signs comes when another chef starts emotionally checking out, and Rochelle's instinct is not to mock it or weaponize it. It is to comfort. That pattern keeps returning.
San Francisco, pick carrots. San Francisco, peel carrots for like 9 hours.
When tension rises and the team starts fragmenting emotionally, Rochelle often becomes one of the people trying to calm, encourage, or help. Then the season gives you a more literal charitable frame.
I've got flustered. When you get overwhelmed, stop, cool down, collect yourself, and refocus. Jumping over to help, Chef. I got it. Okay. You need to be like that in order to work in this kitchen, and you definitely need to be like that to be Chef Ramsay's head chef and get this thing back on. What is this back here? We're not gonna use that, right?
When the service is tied to feeding or helping people outside the competition, Rochelle does not treat it like just another event. She treats it like something that matters. And even when the competition starts becoming physically punishing, Rochelle still returns to service with the same outward instinct. What makes Rochelle such a strong embodiment of charity is that her goodness never feels decorative. It keeps showing up as action.
There's so many different options. I hate that. Some of those options are bad for me.
20 minutes to go, yes?
Yeah, Chef. Rochelle, do you have a game plan yet? What's your dish?
Kind of. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go with a duck breast, and I kind of want to do like a different, I don't know.
We can talk about that.
And while Rochelle's instinct was to give outward, Lacy D'Angelo's problem was almost the reverse. When the burden got too heavy, she kept pulling away from it. Sloth is one of the easiest sins to misunderstand in Hell's Kitchen. Because sloth here is not about lying down and doing nothing. It is about withdrawal, avoidance, refusing the full burden of the work.
It's mine, Chef.
Right, madam. Chicken and blackberries, where did that come from?
It's just a dish we made at work.
And where's work?
I do corporate dining.
Not like a restaurant, is it?
It's a buffet-style restaurant.
Buffet. That's definitely corporate. You serve, they eat.
Yes, Chef.
Straight after, they vomit.
Yes, Chef. That was not me on a plate. I'm just hoping that he gives me enough of a chance to stick around and show him that, I can definitely do a lot better.
And that is why Lacy fits it so well. Before her elimination, Lacy's arc is defined by a pattern that keeps repeating. Stress rises, responsibility hits, and instead of digging deeper, she starts pulling away from the labor itself. The first major sign comes very early when the work has barely begun and Lacy is already threatening to disappear from it.
How dare you sit up here and say that shit to me? This station is fucked up.
Come on, Coy.
Don't say a fucking thing. I come over here, there's nothing fucking done, Chef.
Now why don't you tell him how you threatened me?
Oh, wait, right. I'm just about to open the doors, okay? Don't panic. I'm not asking you two to be lovers, okay? Calm down, get a grip, and show me some form of composure, yes? Oh my God.
That same pattern gets worse during punishment. Instead of grinding through the miserable work like everybody else, Lacy starts slipping away from the burden and leaving the rest of the team to absorb more of it.
Lacy, what is that?
And to Chef Ramsay.
Out. What a shame. What happened there?
How did I do that?
Gashed once, gashed twice, and gashed 3 times. Why'd you look so surprised when you created shit like that? Face like that? Was that me?
And it shows up in service too. When Hell's Kitchen demands urgency, Lacy often sounds exhausted by the expectation that she keep matching it.
You got what you asked for.
I know, Chef.
So why did you fuck up? I know you find this, I mean, you laugh. It's funny.
I'm not laughing. I'm trying not to cry.
Britney Spears, you jumped up, bitch.
There's a reason I don't wait tables, and this is it.
Then later, when the team again needs everybody to suffer together, Lacy's instinct is still to detach. What makes Lacy such a strong embodiment of sloth is that her problem is not simply weakness. It is resistance to sustained effort when the work becomes miserable.
I know how you guys feel about me. That's fine.
No, you don't.
You just sat here and fucking blabbed your shit to me.
If all you're hearing is all the negative, you're a moron.
What did you just say that was positive?
I said that you gave a since you've been here. The first
so you're
time you left your team up there where they're busting their ass.
Lacy withdrew from the weight of the work, but Ariel Contreras-Fox showed what it looked like to stay steady inside that same pressure. Ariel Contreras-Fox is the best patience pick because her version of patience never feels passive. Before she became a winner, Ariel already looked like a chef who could absorb chaos without immediately becoming chaotic herself. And in Hell's Kitchen, that is one of the hardest things to do. Because the show is constantly trying to rush you, rattle you, embarrass you, and bait you into emotional mistakes. One of the earliest examples comes when the kitchen atmosphere is spiraling into open disrespect and Ariel tries to calm it down. She doesn't feed the fire, she tries to lower the temperature.
Yeah, show some respect.
Shut your fucking mouth. What you should do right now.
Come on, man.
I'm talking here. I don't give a about you. I'm gonna come here for you.
Wanna be an executive chef?
Shut your mouth.
Oh my God.
Later, when her raviolis come back stone cold and Ramsay tears into her, Ariel is clearly furious at herself.
Ariel,
Yes, chef.
touch that.
It feels really bad to mess up a dish on a menu that I created.
That's not cold, that's stone cold.
Okay, chef.
Yeah?
It won't ever happen again.
Ariel, wasn't lukewarm. The things
Yes.
haven't even melted.
You're right,
Come
chef.
on, refried ravioli urgently.
But instead of fully losing emotional control, she tries to contain it and keep working. That is patience in the Hell's Kitchen sense, not feeling nothing, but refusing to let frustration hijack performance. The pattern becomes even clearer when she gets accused of not owning a mistake. Ariel doesn't turn it into a screaming match. She accepts the mistake and moves forward. Then, when other people start arguing around her, Ariel's instinct is still to stabilize rather than inflame.
Look at this. Ariel, come here.
Yes, chef.
Hey, red team, come here. Just look at that. Textbook.
Thank you, chef.
Textbook. Fuck off, will you?
And at one point, she even says outright that she is not getting into arguments that night.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Howie? You all right, buddy?
Yeah, yo. This means more to me than y'all could never imagine.
That line is so useful because it practically states the virtue by itself. By the finale, Ariel's patience turns into complete operational control.
Scallops are cooked beautifully. Love what you did with the celery. You've done something pretty magical.
Thank you, chef.
Good job.
Just look at that. Textbook.
Thank you, chef.
First recipient of the black jacket. Congratulations, Ariel.
Thank you, chef.
Great job.
Thank you. Why do I have tuna? I need 2 beef tartare, not tuna tartare.
Look at me. Well spotted.
Ramsay later describes her as the most consistent chef in the competition, and that consistency is exactly why patience fits her so well.
Ariel,
Yes, chef.
you have been the most consistent chef across this entire competition. So it's no surprise to me that you are the only chef on either team never to be considered for elimination. Ariel, right now, how are you feeling?
My stomach is in knots, chef, to be honest with you. I'm just trying to contain myself and maintain my calm that I've had all season.
While Ariel refused to let pressure own her, Sabrina Brimhall turned that same pressure into pure self-interest. Greed in Hell's Kitchen is not really about money. It is about selfish hunger. The hunger to protect yourself, advance yourself, and get yours, even when the team around you is clearly paying for it.
My feet hurt so bad, man. Whenever I walk into a kitchen, people don't take me serious. If I were a male, if I were older, if I were fatter, those people get more respect.
That is why Sabrina Brimhall fits this sin so well. Before the season fully turns on her, Sabrina already feels defined by self-interest, not ambition in the healthy sense, self-interest in the corrosive sense.
Excuse me 2 seconds. First name, what is it?
Sabrina?
Are you bored?
No, chef.
You are.
No, I'm not bored, chef.
And you're yawning. There's a door there. Will you go now?
She's gonna go. Absolutely.
Me, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a rat's ass. Joke and fuck around and yawn.
Oh my God, what did I do?
I'm tired of this. There you go. Sit down and rest your weary legs.
One of the earliest clues is that Sabrina keeps treating team service like a stage where her individual position matters more than collective timing.
What? I just spent like 20 minutes cooking all this, letting it rest, doing it right, you know? And it's like, honestly, I want to show him that. Here's the 2 beef and the lamb. What is she doing?
2 beef and lamb. Where's the halibut?
Well, I just wanted to bring this to you, chef.
You just what?
Wanted to bring this to you, chef.
What? And where's the halibut then? And where's the garnish?
Then the season gives you an even cleaner version of that pattern. She pushes food at the wrong time, thinks in terms of her own move instead of the brigade's move, and repeatedly behaves like being right alone matters more than being right together. And later, she becomes even more explicit about it. She more or less tells you that she is here for herself, and she does not care if people hate her for it. What makes Sabrina such a strong embodiment of greed is that she does not simply want to win. She often behaves like the team is a resource she can spend. Sabrina treated the team like something she could spend, unlike Megan Gill, who on the other hand never seemed ruled by appetite or excess at all. Temperance is not always the flashiest virtue. And that is exactly why Megan Gill fits it so well. Because Megan is not temperate in the soft, saintly sense. She is temperate in the kitchen sense. Measured, restrained, efficient, and almost impossible to push into sloppiness when the food matters.
I am making sure that every little fucking detail is perfect. Allison. Yes. What is this? Take these down, put them right here.
All right. Megan has a lot on her shoulders. If there's no trust in your team,
Yes, chef.
They have to now start coming to you. You're spending way too much time on the line. You're the chef.
Yes, chef.
Yeah, not the sous chef. Bring them to you, okay?
Got it.
Chicken covered to the pass?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Before Megan won her season, she already looked like one of those chefs whose standards were internal, not performative. She was not trying to build a loud personality. She was trying to keep control.
The dish is stunning.
Thank you.
Definitely a 5 for 5. Good job. Wow. The best dish I've tasted so far in this competition.
You cannot slice me. Put it back in.
A good early setup comes when Ramsay tells the women they need more unity. Megan actually takes that on board. Then, when Sarah needs help reviewing the menu before service, Megan steps in. It's not sentimental, but it is disciplined and functional.
Megan, 2 seconds please with me. So here's the thing. You know a lot about food, and I've seen the way you cook, I've seen the way you handle pressure. You've got a lot more to give, and I think sometimes you tolerate a little bit too much. You're also a prime candidate in there to start emerging as a leader.
All right.
Okay?
That same energy carries into service. During the firefighter challenge, Megan helps stabilize garnish enough to keep food moving. Then, after Ramsay gives her a pep talk about emerging as a leader, she comes back and immediately tightens the process. And when Christine struggles on garnish, Megan steps in again and helps save the station.
What are you doing, Christine?
Sorry, chef. Garnish should literally take 2 minutes to the pass. Eggplant, me now, chef. You're basically a human microwave. You're reheating food that's already cooked.
I've got raw eggplant. Bitter, undercooked and solid. Raw. It's raw.
Sorry, chef. Put them on the grill. Put them on the grill.
What makes Megan such a strong match for temperance is that she rarely feels ruled by excess. She feels ruled by standards. While Megan's strength was restraint, Raj Branston, who became memorable for not having any restraint whatsoever, gluttony is another sin that needs a television translation. Because in Hell's Kitchen, it is not just about eating, it is about indulgence. A total lack of restraint around the thing itself. And that is why Raj works.
Good morning. Morning, chef. Last night's service was memorable, for all the wrong reasons. Who's breathing? What's that? Are you okay?
Raj was breathing a little bit creepy, like.
Slow down.
Yes, chef.
Before Raj became one of the most chaotic contestants in the show's history, what stood out was not just incompetence, it was excess. Too much movement, too much food, too much impulse, too little control.
Dude, you can't put the yellow leaves in. Every station needs this. You cannot give us fucking yellow parsley.
I just have zero expectations of Raj. He has no clue what's going on.
You're not even cutting, you're just patting it down and bruising it.
I'm really psyched to shine tonight.
One of the earliest tells comes when Raj treats tasting and consumption with the wrong kind of hunger. Then the kitchen chaos gets more literal.
You, come here. You're standing here next to me. I called that out, and you just turned your ass around. You didn't even acknowledge me.
I'm here, yes, chef. What do you need? I'm here.
What do I need? What did I just call out? What did I just call out, Raj? I'm talking to you.
Raj keeps overhandling food, overproducing what was not called, and turning the station into a place of excess rather than discipline.
Come here. Did you tell him not to order sides?
Of course not. Why would I say that?
Don't kiss shads at me. Fuckface. You told him that. Don't push the sides, so I look good.
I'm ready with the sides. Look, I got all the sides ready. I'm waiting for the...
So why is he not taking the orders?
I have no idea. Why? Look at these sides. He's all ready. I'm he's okay.
And then comes the moment that makes this sin assignment almost too easy. Raj is caught eating rejected fish during service. That is not just bad judgment, that is appetite overriding context. What makes Raj such a strong embodiment of gluttony is that he never feels governed by restraint, he feels governed by impulse. Raj felt ruled by impulse, unlike Alex below felt almost impossible to pull off course. Chastity is probably the least literal virtue on this list, so in Hell's Kitchen terms, the best translation is purity of focus. Not being distracted by ego, not being seduced by rewards, not being pulled off course by drama.
The love of food, background, where did it start? I started in the industry before food was really a cool thing in Nashville, so I was very much self-taught. I did go to culinary school, and then I opened my own restaurant in 2018.
And that makes Alex Ballou the best fit. Before Alex became one of the most wholesome winners the show has ever had, he already felt unusually clean in his priorities. He didn't come across like someone chasing screen time, theatrics, or kitchen politics. He looked like someone there to work.
Alex.
Young man, you have an iron will. You never ever wavered in dinner services. You never wilted in punishments. And trust me, you had a lot of them. Yes, Chef. You're showing your children what hard work really does look like. But whatever the result is, after tonight, you are strong enough to succeed in any kitchen. Thank you, Chef.
The defining moment comes early when Alex wins the punishment pass and gets offered the chance to take the reward.
Alex, you listening? Yes, Chef. Because all of you are going to be swimming up to your necks in fish guts as you make stock for the seafood risotto. We need gallons of it. Rice delivery got a little bit screwed up. We've got arborio rice mixed with wild rice.
Oh my God.
I need to separate grain by grain for tonight's service.
And he declines so he can stay with the blue team during punishment. That same mentality carries into how he leads. Alex pulls his team back toward focus, away from ego, and toward the work itself. Then, when timing matters on lamb, he insists it needs more rest and gets it right. The pass also becomes a recurring proof point. He keeps getting chances to use it, and he keeps refusing to cash in. By the finale, his decision-making still follows the same logic. He values workhorses, tries to minimize drama, and protects the service from noise.
Alex, you have those very powerful punishment passes. Take a look at the red team and think about, if you want to play that punishment pass, who would you want to swap out with? Okay, Alex, are you going to Hollywood Hills or are you diving deep into those dumpsters?
Dumpster diver for life, Chef.
What makes Alex such a strong embodiment of chastity is not innocence, it's incorruptibility. He keeps his focus clean. While Alex kept his focus clean, Andrew Pierce showed everyone what happens when appetite starts dragging a contestant completely out of the spirit of the competition. Lust is the easiest sin on this list to read literally, because the season itself keeps dragging the storyline back into the open. Before Andrew's run fully curdles, he already feels like somebody getting pulled off course by appetite that has nothing to do with the kitchen.
All we're doing is laying next to each other. Me and Heather are friends. You know, we're out here enjoying the moment, and she's a good girl. So hey, am I gonna flirt with her a little bit? Maybe. You roll my boob? Fair.
Sorry. Minor squish.
You're on the outside next time.
Okay.
I get married in a couple months, so it's probably not gonna be a strong relationship.
Not right.
And what makes that especially destructive in Hell's Kitchen is that it stops being a private temptation. It becomes part of the team atmosphere. One of the first major beats comes when the flirtation stops being ambiguous.
Oh my god. It melts in your mouth.
Guys, just keep it G-rated.
They're already plotting. X-rated. 2 wishes. Oh. I really feel the red team is finally coming together, but it is upsetting to me to there and watch the flirting. Those are your competitors. Those people are gonna try to fuck you and not in the right way. Cheers.
The new one with red team, I like it.
No winking.
Then the season makes the hypocrisy sharper. The more the engagement context hangs over Andrew, the more the flirtation feels not just messy, but revealing. And the show keeps returning to it.
Helps Heidi and Andrew prep her challenge-winning dish.
That thing is going to be like us serving, so there's got to be a better way to do it.
I don't know what's going on.
Or you can laugh if you want to and just make this a fucking stupid-ass kitchen. It's not that I have an attitude, it's that I'm not going to fucking joke around with you, Andrew.
Matt, let these girls do it their way. They've won more than us. I'm doing whatever they want.
The jokes get more explicit, the chemistry becomes more visible, and the team gets more aware of it.
Heather, I'm really sad that you got covered in baby food, but actually baby food looks pretty good on you. I feel bad we didn't win it. I feel like it was on my shoulders. I could have won it, and I didn't.
You want to lick it off?
Maybe you got it somewhere else.
Even later, when Andrew comes back, the storyline is still not dead. What makes Andrew such a strong embodiment of lust is that the attraction does not stay in the background. It starts shaping how he is remembered.
Gonna have to go with Andrew.
Wow. There is no way, Heather, I'm gonna let you down. There is no way you're losing. They could just do me and you, Heather, and we're gonna win this fucking competition.
I feel like she chose her boyfriend, so Heather's stupid.
Andrew let temptation shape how he was remembered, unlike Dave Levy, who became a Hell's Kitchen legend due to his relentless effort. If one Hell's Kitchen chef was built to represent diligence, it was Dave Levy. Because once Dave's injury happens, his entire season basically transforms into a case study in work ethic.
I lifted a really heavy pan and I just felt a nerve in my wrist shot up to my elbow and then it shot up to my ear. And I just felt my whole body like twist like this and I was just like,
Before that, he was already a serious competitor, but after the wrist fracture, diligence stops being a personality trait and becomes the whole story. The first crucial moment comes when Dave hurts his hand during punishment, hides the injury at first, goes to the hospital, comes back, and then volunteers to be a waiter so he doesn't hold his team back. Then Dave learns the wrist is fractured, tells Ramsey, stays in the competition, comes back in a cast, and still pushes desserts out fast enough for Ramsey to notice. Later, Dave talks about having to do things himself with one arm and still keeps working through service. Then he helps Andy on risottos while also running his own meat station, effectively covering two problems at once.
There's a guy standing behind you. He's been cooking for the last 4 services with one hand. Severe pain. There's another guy that's standing there with a sprained ankle.
I'm not trying to compare myself to them. I don't even know what it's like for them, Chef. I'm just telling you, this is the hand I use and this is the hand I cut.
Then he aggravates the wrist again, lifting a heavy pan, sees the medic in obvious pain, and still goes right back to work. And even after all that, he is still offering help to other people during Black Jacket service. What makes Dave such a perfect embodiment of diligence is that he doesn't just work hard in the abstract, he keeps choosing the work again and again, even when it becomes physically brutal. That is diligence in its purest Hell's Kitchen form.